SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
You know, I never noticed this before. Hello. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. I was just sort of looking around the screen and finally noticed that this thing here is here, and if you mouse over it, you get a question mark? Alright, I'm gonna have a look at the question mark real quick. It's an explanation of just sort of generally what's going on here. I see. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Keyboard commands for quick saving and quick loading. That is probably useful. I wonder if I will retain them. Anyway, escape, please. That one. Okay. Now then. We're in the bookstore. We looked at the bookstore very thoroughly, except for this particular rack right here, which I honestly sort of regret a little bit. I don't know. At the moment, I was just like, I can't be bothered, but now I feel like I should be bothered. But there's one thing I'm definitely going to bother with, and that is this right over here.
The display rack is brimming with worn
I gotta test my pain
featuring
threshold.
An extremely muscular,
Hjelmdal.
sword-wielding barbarian. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Okay, interesting. Ow! What is it? That one. Let us inquire as to why I'm in pain.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Am I having a personal revelation? Is that what this is?
Between the throne and the Hjelmdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman.
I'm sure it's a page turner. Aren't all women devil women? Is that latent misogyny? Sometimes not so latent. Interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
It certainly is. So now technically I could spend 9 real to get myself that book, but I don't even have that much. Leave. Okay, great. So we did that. Okay. So we spoke with Plaisance, is that your name? And got her to bring her daughter inside. I should probably check in with her daughter pretty quick, but like, let's just see what happens if I try to go out the back way, yeah? Let's just see what happens if I try.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Cage-like?
Excuse me, officer. The
Please-
back room is strictly for employees only.
Plaisance calls out from the counter. Is that the counter? Are you behind the... You're in front of the counter, whatever. Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? Examine the strange cage-like trinket. Pull open the curtains. Ignore the curtains for now. Examine that trinket first, please.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Aha. Is this some kind of a, like, superstitious thingy? Like, something meant to absorb bad energy or something like that? She does seem to talk about energy a lot. And if she doesn't like the basement with the fridge, then that could be exactly what I'm looking for. I see. It hadn't shown me the continue bar. Now I got to continue.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Supernatural. And who are the Seminese exactly?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south.
Okay, continue.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Evidently so. Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books.
She fiddles with her
Don't
pendant.
you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Are you genuinely, actually trying to, like, mind control me? Continue.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
I wonder if when she fiddles with her pendant, that is exactly what she's trying to do. Okay, continue.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that would be the case. Let's ignore the curtains for now and see if we can find a way to distract Plaisance rather than just openly defying her, you know? Technically inside her property. I suspect she could kick me out if she wanted to, although I am the police, so I might be able to defend myself somewhat. But I'm also me, and therefore I might not. Okay, so let's talk to your daughter? Hi. Hi.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
I suppose you probably do. Continue?
You just can't win.
I genuinely can't, it's true.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Yeah, it's amazing that she got started on her homework that quickly after getting out of the rain. Or rain, I mean cold. What are you doing now? Suggested medium. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Okay, bye, see you around Annette. What are you doing now? I know you can't talk, but...
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
She looks into her notebook with trepidation. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I doubt I could help you with that. Like, if I did, it would kind of defeat the purpose, huh?
Oh, I found something while you were away.
Suddenly, she smiles and perks up. Sure. What's that? What is it?
I thought this would fit you.
What?
Thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
She gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Wait, where did you get it? It's a fedora? A detective hat? Okay, I get it. I can look just like Dick Mullen, except I'm an actual police officer. Where did you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask.
She lowers her
I
voice.
got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
Gotcha. Interesting. Could you tell me more about behind the curtains rather than about the hat? But apparently, no. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time.
She grins
You'll
with
look
joy.
way more serious with that.
Will I now? Thank you. Continue.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. I probably couldn't help you with them anyway. Let's be honest. Suggestion 17. Low. I have a suggestion of 0, but I did help her in. I see. Well, let's at least check. What am I missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
I mean, that does happen. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Thank you for the hat. Let's have a look at the hat. Let's have a look at the hat. Clothes. Hat. +1 encyclopedia, because I really need that. Okay, bonk. If anything, this wide-rimmed hat looks even better than the hats Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen is stupid, and not even real. You're real. Your brain is real. Your real brain is inside the hat. Excellent. +1 encyclopedia. Book smart. Great, good for me. The hat actually does help. What do you know about that? Okay. Okay, well, now that I'm so smart... Now that I'm just so brilliantly smart, let's see if I can talk to Plaisance about that back room, Hello. I'm much more serious now. You have to take me seriously.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Okay. She refuses to talk about the back room. Farewell for now, book peddler. Great. Well... if that's the way y'all gonna be about it, then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go stand right over here. I'm gonna dig up my F5 key. Bang. Just in case I suddenly take a bunch of morale damage, you never know. And...
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
indeed, pull open those curtains. Do it.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Petrified. Oh, like scared. I thought you were saying that she was like ancient or something, and she didn't seem that old. Anyway, yes, she's scared. Okay. Yes?
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Yes, well, you see, I am ostensibly a customer, but I'm also the law, so...
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Parapsychologically speaking. Continue?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I've heard there's a fridge there that I need. This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid? Man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. All right, I'll think about it for a while. Okay. Well, first and foremost, there's a fridge back there that I need. I tried to bring it up with you earlier. You brushed me off. Now we're taking action.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there.
She waves her hands angrily.
Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
It's what it wants. Uh-huh. Is this about the curse? Is that why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Or I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I mean, I am a police officer. She ostensibly respects that. Apparently I'm just gonna go down the line and try everything, huh? Yeah, I guess so.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. Yes, well, as it turns out. Well, it's not that I think someone was killed there. It's just I need to put someone who was killed in there. You know, it ought to help with the whole, bad energy.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers? Oh, do explain.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
I mean, yeah, in which case, why would... Well, I guess it's the cage charm, right? It's the cage charm. Let's try to appeal to her mystical sense, I guess.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. Right. Okay. We'll think about it for a minute. We'll see if having this confrontation, right, has any impact on my interactions with her or her daughter.
Thank you.
The shopkeeper lets out a loud
Let's
sigh.
just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
There kind of is.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, continue.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
Rip them apart this
hang
time for
before
real.
you, as if taunting you.
Psych. No, we'll ignore them for now. Okay. All right, Plaisance. What do you want? What are we discussing? I can't. Here we go. There we are.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Are you just going to pretend like we didn't have that conversation just now? Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
It's genuinely not, and continue.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the book.
Yes, well, that doesn't seem to be working, does it? Neither does your explanation that it's a friggin' storage room. It's clearly not. Continue.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Why are you still talking about books? Are you trying to put a spell on me? If it's just a storage room, then why are you so tense? If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Seminese ward protecting it? If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right? This would probably get her attention. This... I mean, I am curious. It does seem that way. My brain noticed it, but I'd also noticed it. Which is a weird way to phrase it now that I think on it, but you know what I mean. You're here too. I want to bring this up, but I want to bring this up as well. Oh, which do we start with? If we're going to assume that I'm not going to get the chance to access both of them. I might, but I don't know if I can. The storage room is more important, but I am genuinely curious about her old pendant business. Curiosity.
A spell? As if.
She snorts.
This place doesn't need any spells or hoodoo mumbo-jumbo. This place has wonderful energy.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile, then something breaks.
Okay, Fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
The doomed commercial area? I don't think I've ever... Wait, did your daughter mention that? I don't actually remember.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
I haven't ruined anything yet. She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
Okay, so she's admitted about the curse. Probably that's all she would have done if I'd mentioned the Semines thingy as well, so I guess that's okay. How does this curse manifest itself? Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse? Have you sought help from anyone? Probably because drawing attention to it is going to draw it out of the curtain is what she's thinking, but let's go ahead and poke at it.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism.
She shivers.
It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Does it now? Does it?
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Apparently I do. Void wraiths, that's a pretty good one. How does this curse manifest itself, please?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Her voice drops to a whisper. She peers at the curtains again. You're sure it's not because... And I don't want to be that guy, but you are running a bookstore. It's a notoriously difficult business to run. And you're running it in... Revachol. It really doesn't seem like you're going to have a robust list of customers, you know? Well, I hope you're doing all right, I guess. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles. Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural. Do we really want to draw her attention to her daughter in this case? I did get a hat from her. Maybe I shouldn't squeal. Ruin and bankruptcy. Let's have her explain it first.
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Are you admitting that you have bad business practices here? That's kind of what it sounds like. Continue.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Uh-huh. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains. Right.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. I don't care about the curse. I just need to get to the fridge. Well, let's inquire after the necklace.
Oh, this?
She holds the pendant in her palm.
No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Oh, so you are going to bring that up eventually. Well, good. Sounds good. She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights. Right, so it was a spell. And I was right. Haha.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example.
She nods.
It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%.
Guaranteed by whom, and how much did you pay for this? Continue.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Doesn't it just? I was kind of thinking the same thing. This would get me behind the curtain, wouldn't it? This might also get me behind the curtain, but it's the brute force way. Kim's not going to appreciate it, but like, all I want is to get behind the curtain. He should know that, right? He's been keeping quiet so far, letting me do the talking. Let's see if he keeps it up.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Why do you think I'm not familiar with the psychic arts, huh? I could be familiar with the psychic arts. You don't know. You don't know me, plaisance.
My liege, You know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
A para-detective. Seriously, I need to get to the fridge in the cellar. It's a police matter. I have a dead body to take care of. I had a few more questions about the curse. Drama medium 10. Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. 2 + 2 help Annette, +1 on a quest to freeze the body. Very high chance of success, but a 1-1 always loses. I guess you can never hit 100% chance, huh? Let's do it! I was born for this.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. I mean, I did specifically relegate this to the drama portion of my brain. And she's already been fed a pack of lies from all over the place, right? Right? Like, I have two choices here. Either I can feed her a lie she believes, or I can try to disassemble her worldview before we hit 9 o'clock and everybody closes their doors. I don't have that much time at this point. I think we lie to the bookseller.
Are you sure?
She looks skeptical.
I don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker.
I mean, sure.
Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
No, I mean, I agree. It's obvious. But, like, if you had to come back from the void, wouldn't you need something to take the edge off? I feel like you might. Continue.
You look like one.
I do. I do.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. Well, one of these is the thing I came up with on my own, and the other one is not. I think between the two of those, if you're dealing with someone deeply superstitious, that this one is probably more convincing that I'm to be trusted, because this makes me come across as unprofessional. Now, admittedly, my whole self, look at me. I just come across as unprofessional by default, but still. Try and use it to your favor, right? Try and use it to your favor.
How do you know all this?
It's my job, obviously. I mean, that's the lie I'm feeding you.
Here we go.
Okay, your wards brought me here in the first place. The Semini's blood also runs through me. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. She seems to trust the Semini's ward. The Void Revenant. I do kind of want to be the Void Revenant, though. Oh, shoot. Which way do we go? Okay. I don't look like the Void Revenant, though, do I? I don't look like the Void Revenant. I don't look like a one-of-a-kind... Look, I've got the hat, but it's not the right hat for the Void Revenant. I have a suspicion that if I push this too far, she's going to catch on that I'm just bluffing. So why don't we go with the Semini's bloodline? Even though I want to be the Void Revenant real bad. Okay.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us.
Oh, she's in. Continue.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Right, sure, fair. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The Phantoms are no match for me. Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me. Oh, he does not want me to say that. Oh, he would not necessarily back me up, I don't think. I'm really curious what he would say. The Phantoms are no match for me. Oh, shoot. He's not going to be a good liar, Kim, I don't think. Either he's an amazing liar and I have no idea, or he's a terrible liar, and that's what I suspect to be the case. Putting him on the spot, though, isn't going to win me any points, that's for dang sure. And I've been trying to be empathetic towards Kim, you know, ergo that thought that I've got. Look, okay, I will take responsibility for this situation, as curious as I am about what Kim would say.
If you promise, good officer, then
She shuffles
you
nervously.
might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
A hand on your heart, on my honor. Actually, I'm not feeling the vibe anymore. I just wanted to get to the fridge. On my honor. Such as it stands, I'm pretty sure last time I checked, I had a honor stat of 0.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile. Continue.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
The entity. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence. That said, I do need information. Do not act surprised. Okay, drama. Okay, drama.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
She gasps, by the way. Chimneys aren't big enough for that. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. Neither of these is a great option. Immediate skepticism or obvious charlatanry. I guess we're going obvious charlatanry.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Yeah, no doubt. That's worth investigating, I suppose.
Some unnatural magic, I assume.
She shivers.
You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Gosh, thanks. Continue.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
I'm sure you are. Continue.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Thanks, Inland Empire. Unbelievable darkness and ruin. Great. Continue.
What you discover? Probably just office space. And the damn fridge. Don't be scared.
Right, fair. Don't want to buy my own line after all. Farewell for now, book peddler. Great, so how are you feeling about this, Kim? Let's have a look here. Oh, look at all the quest updates. Investigate doomed commercial area. That's the one I want to know about right now. People say the commercial building on the plaza is cursed. No business will ever thrive there without going bankrupt. You promised Plaisance you'd look into it. Enter the sealed door behind the bookstore and find out what happened to the companies there. Search for the malignant entity. Plaisance said she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. Okay. Okay, I'll try. Okay. Kim, how you doing? Let me have a look at these keys. Where are my keys? Where's that key? Where's the key? It was said she... Oh, keys. Keys to room number 1, key to the bookstore back door. I guess it's kind of nice that they put it in keys rather than in my inventory, so I don't have to sort through it. I'm guessing I'm going to wind up with a lot of items that I'm toting around, you know? Hey, she put away her stuff. Hey, Annette, no more homework?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
I'm not. She smiles warmly, though. Great. Well, I guess I better go do my dang job then, huh? Still carrying my terror bag around.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange
Pull
cage-like
the curtains
trinket.
open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards. Your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Great. Continue.
Oh!
A small, terrified O escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Yes, good luck with that, Plaisance. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, first, let's see. We got this here. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Okay. We got some kind of portrait. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Okay. And the door. And an autosave. Interesting.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock on the door, unlock the door with the key. Pain threshold challenging 12. Break down the door! I have the key. I do not need to do that. Let's just warn the spirits I'm coming, huh?
Only an echo. No one is there.
Okay.
A hollowed-out, dark echo.
Thank you, Perception, for that observation. Let's unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Kim, maybe you should go first. Open the door and enter. This is not the time to be showing fear. I just took control of the situation, and I also made up most of my story, right? Right. So we're not technically believing in the spirits. We're not technically believing in the spirits. It's fine. It's fine. I'm already looking like a fool enough in Kim's eyes right now. Let's not make it worse. Open the door. Enter. Wow, something just happened visually speaking. Okay. Oh, hey. Yeah, what's up, Kim? Kim.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure. It's the netherworld, beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. It does look like a gym to me. Do we want to be helpful? That's usually what I do with Kim. I kind of want to say it's an adventure, though. He's not gonna want anything to do with this. Although that is the line that I've been running right now. It is an adventure, Kim.
No, it's a gym.
He disagrees.
So it looks like no one's been here in ages.
Oh, come on, Kim. It's totally an adventure.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
That's a good point, Kim.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark.
Delightful.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Does it? Stop that, Inland Empire. You're not being helpful. What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages? Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here. Listen, one of us has to be the voice of superstition, right?
Yes, because it's closed.
I mean, yes, that, but...
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Listen, you can do the banal ones. I'll do the other ones. They're more fun. End. Okay. Okay. So, I can put away the freak bag, I'm pretty sure. Let's get that over to there. Flashlight. Great. Let's see what this can do for me. Ah, it actually points where I point. Look at that. Hi, Kim. How you doing?
Yes?
I just wanted to see if you would react to me shining the light in your eyes. That's all, I'm sorry. Bag. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Okay. We got a ball. Can I have the... Shot put ball. Shot put ball. I could give it to Renee. It's worth $13.77. Shoot. Now I'm torn. I did agree to give it to... Either way, I'm taking it. The poster says, Sitius Fortis. The rest is worn off. Okay. What's this? Smells like leather and sweat. Okay. There's a barbell over here. Let's have a look.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
I see this red-pink check coming up. I'm guessing someone in my system is going to want me to lift this thing. Continue.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
I figured you'd have to say something like that. Physical instrument. Anyway, do continue.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. Physical instrument, legendary 14. Lift the barbell. +1, notice the collars. 8%. I will fail and hurt myself. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of a bastard would just remove the colors? It should be a felony. Actually, I don't really care about safety hazards.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Maybe later. My physical instrument is pretty dang out of tune, I'm pretty sure. Well, that said, it can't kill me. It can't kill me. I've got 2 hit points. Unless it can do 2 hit points to me, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. It's retriable. Surely I won't break it. Surely I won't break it. Yeah, I figured. Damaged health. Dropped
You
it on my
managed
foot.
to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
I guess I'm glad that didn't do morale damage, because I feel like it probably should have. Fuck you, you stupid barbell. Seems like I'm a little out of shape, or maybe these gloves just suck. Whatever, weightlifting is for the intellectually impaired anyway. Say nothing. This one.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
Lieutenant agrees. Thank you for backing me up on this, Kim, and not saying anything about the fact that I just hurt myself unreasonably. Leave! Great. What do we got here? Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Well, fortunately, I can't seem to interact with them, or else I probably would. All right. So I guess we go this way then? Hold on. Flashlights in the corners. Does that do anything worthwhile? If you use flashlights in the corners? I don't think there would be terror in a place like this. But perhaps I should be prepared in case there is. Items. Oh, right, the shot put ball. A ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. Like myself, you feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. All right, that sounds like possible morale damage. And anyway, I should probably just give it to Renee. It's better than nothing, right? It's not much better than nothing, but it's better than nothing. Okay. There we go. There we go. So I've lost some Inland Empire and empathy. But it might be okay. We might be fine. Okay. Let's just make sure there's no tear in here. It doesn't look like there is. But there's a kettlebell over here. Can I have the kettlebell? Can I just steal some stuff for selling later? Is that a no? What if I want to? Okay. Alright, I guess I can't sell the thing. Alright. More kettlebells. They're everywhere. Alright, upstairs. This way. Let's investigate whatever that is. Ooh. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Okay. Well, that's, sure a shame. Let's go this way, then. Don't stand in front of the flashlight, Kim. You're not being helpful. Let's see here. Some sort of a broken electric equipment thingy. Some creepy music going on. That's all nice. Can't seem to interact with any of this, though. Oh! Hey, we got deer head and bird. Alright, investigate bird. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Indeed they do. What we got here? A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Can I have the strange liquid? Apparently not. You okay over there, Kim? Nothing to say? That's okay, I guess. The music's getting worse. Is that... Oh, hey, mannequin. That's fun. That's fun. More wild animals. And... airship rotors covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of blades. Blades? I suppose they do seem a little blade-like, don't they? If I wanted to investigate this, I have to go around. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Mannequins. Seems really unnecessary at the moment. Uh-huh. Are you actually going to go full horror on me? Are things going to start moving? Is that a thing? What's this? A naked mannequin torso. A strange yellow color. Let's investigate this. Ah! Money! Got it! Alright. Let's see. Let's see here. I think the right passage first, perhaps? Let's have a look here. Some kind of a chalkboard with a picture of a goblin
Your
or something.
flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes. like some ancient cave mural.
Less goblin, more elf, I think. Except for the giant luxurious beard. Doesn't strike me as particularly elven. But I guess some elves grow beards. I don't know. Not all of them have to be hairless-faced. I'm not going to be a pedant about this.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
All right, inspect them drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins.
Welkins?
You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Wax-based magic. Wow, I'm very familiar with it. Project Dread board. I didn't notice that before. Project Dread?
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
Why do I know so much about this, I wonder? Encyclopedia, is that you?
You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin.
Best idea you've had today, drama. What's up?
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
This guy, I presume. Examine the welkin. This is important. I don't care. Step back. Examine that welkin.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Well, I don't know if I can necessarily get behind that, but okay, continue.
The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
I seem amazingly well versed in this particular fiction.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
The lieutenant can't help but comment. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. Whisper, one of them is a welkin supremacist. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins. This one. This one.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
The lieutenant nods at the welkin's facial hair. Thank you for coming with me on this journey.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
I suppose. Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
I would know nothing about it, I'm sure. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
It's a lot of details. You're not wrong. The photos, please.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night.
Oh, these over here.
You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Well, that's cheerful. Continue.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to build up the atmosphere in this particular chalkboard, which is curious. Continue.
You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
You missed a word there. By the boreal dwarg. The oil rigs were built into the glaciers by the boreal dwarg. Wait, are these fabrications then? These photos? Huh. Great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
Well, thank you for that electrochemistry. I guess I'll bear it in mind. Continue.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat-death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Wirral. Project Dread. Huh. Who is responsible for this? Inspect the schedule, please.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50.
Uh-huh.
Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Okay. I don't understand those words, but that's all right.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
I see. Thank you.
Minimi stands for a mini-meeting.
Oh, I was wondering.
It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading. What happened? Step back and look at something else. Keep reading, obviously.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
I see. So someone attempted to organize their business and it did not work out. Okay, continue.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness. It kind of does, doesn't it?
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
All right. Well, inspect the notes. Also, thanks for the experience gain for that. Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Huh. Are these two connected? Because Wirral got untethered from its sun, but then the heat death of the universe, there was a thing that said heat death scenario. It's different people's notes, huh? Continue.
The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Oh, is Heat Death of the Universe the name of the role-playing system that has the... Hang on. Hang on. Welkins. Is that where the Welkins come from? Heat Death of the Universe? I'm thinking it might be. I'm not sure, though. Leave. Great. Well, that was enlightening. Let's have a look at this. I gotta go over here for that, apparently.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Okay, continue.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
The radio computer says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. A radio computer.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind?
Because it's cursed, clearly. Continue.
But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
Fair point, but, we could sell it, and I could, not sleep on the street tonight.
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
I mean, yes, that. Continue. Wait, is that... Since it's esprit de corps, are you saying that's what Kim is implying here?
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on? Turn on the machine, step away. Do you think I should turn it on?
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow.
He looks over his
I don't
shoulder.
know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
I guess I am.
You can always do it after the fridge.
That's a very good point. Okay, let's step away for now then. Thank you, reaction time. You're very helpful. What's this?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker.
The fireplace.
The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
Continue.
The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on, how do I know what Kadron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like? What am I looking at? Leave. What are Kadron mosaic tiles?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
I see. Do go on.
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
This man pronounces the word 3 as free, by the way. Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
I guess so. So we're dealing with something medical here? Probably not. This must be an elaborate piece of art. Of course, narrow your eyes. The anatomy of the curse. Okay, it's probably not medical. It's not art. If these are my 3 choices, I guess we're going with the curse. This is the fireplace, after all.
Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency.
The Game Master
A note
Frequency.
says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
This is a role-playing game. They used radios to talk to the players. And there's a Game Master Frequency. Which you can listen to, maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking. Anyway, continue.
They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the game master? If it's a game, who's playing? Who is the game master?
Someone very important.
I guess.
A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the game master's frequency.
I guess. If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
Gotcha. So this was a person who was running it like, it's like a national game that they play on the radio, maybe. Continue.
A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Okay, so maybe not a national thing, but certainly a long-range one.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
All right.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. The cost of air width alone must have been huge. Why do you say that? This one.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean against his jacket. What else? Squinted the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay, then why is someone suggesting that there's someone hiding in there? I wonder. Let's have a look at this. Scribble across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. And this door presumably leads to another area. So let's have a look around quick. Let's see. What's this? Can I go there? I gotta go around. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to go around anyway. So that's... Whoop, 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 whoop. But where are the clothes that you should display? Oh, the mannequin. Yes. I mean, good question, I suppose. What's this? Blue velvet. Soft to the touch. Moth bitten. I mean, nobody's taking care of it, so that'll happen. More money. More money. More money. More money. More money. What's in here? What's this? Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Uh-huh. And this over here? Steel rotors blades bearing a slipstream logo. The brand is Slipstream, huh? Was it a company... Was the company that made Slipstream stuff operated out of this space, then? More money? Production schedule filament memory. 50 real. Take all. Production schedule filament memory. What in the world is that? The cube-like crisscrosses of filament feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structures covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, Production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. I see. So I should investigate it and then maybe later sell it so I don't have to sleep on the streets. I don't know where they would buy it, though. Does Freak buy things? I didn't try selling anything there, aside from the tear. So I'm not sure. Okay, I feel like we're working through most of our options here. What's this here? I don't think I went to this hallway. Stairs up. Stairs up. Okay, well, since I'm here, let's jog over here. Open this door. Equip a flashlight in low light areas. Ah. Okay. Alright. I'm somewhere else. There's a bear with glowing eyes. That's fun. Magnesium for morale and money as well. Lovely. There's a bear. There is a bear, you see. There's a bear. What's this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace? Look inside the furnace. Smear your hands with coal. Kick it with your foot. Leave. Sure, let's have Kim explain it.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Uh-huh. Well, let me have a look. Maybe I'll see something you didn't. I don't know. I've got the flashlight after all.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, Upstairs.
Upstairs, really? Continue.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
I see. Continue.
What are you doing?
Lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Let's go with that one. I do wish to be taken seriously at the moment.
Wait, really?
He looks up at the ceiling.
Should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal. Those voices I heard. Maybe it's the malignant entity? Plazon says it lives in a chimney. Physical instrument, medium, 10. Yell, hello, into the furnace. Kick it with your foot. Well, let's at least bring it up.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
I mean, you do insist.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Someone's got to be such around here. I don't feel like these other things are productive at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. I need some soot on my hands, I'll let you know. The wall collapsed, it's inaccessible now. Look at this, I seem to have wrapped my arm around Kim's neck, and I'm holding him in a headlock all of a sudden. Sorry about that, Kim. I wasn't paying attention to what you said about this. Something's inaccessible, right? Something collapsed and is inaccessible? Something like that. I was distracted by the fact that I had Kim around the neck. What's this? And that. Alright, fine, I'll look at the bear. The eyes are... Okay, now they're glowing again.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly.
This is the
The
fridge.
door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
This is the fridge. Continue.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
There's other taxidermy around here, so that would seem to make sense. Continue.
This must be the fridge you were told about. Look inside. See if it's big enough for the corpse.
Crack open that door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
That is intense for a fridge. Continue.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's the fridge, remember? Look inside the refrigerator. Nah, I'm with you, Kim. This is freaky. Look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
This is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough to hold 2 corpses. Take the note from the door. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there. What is giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Revachol Ice City? I'm guessing this is one of those situations where I can do all these things, so I'm probably going to, even though it's nearly 9 o'clock and I don't know what happens at that point. This is clearly the fridge.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
I suppose.
Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Well, just in case, we'll bear it in mind.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
Okay, let's do this. Clap your hands. That's the only choice I have, so I don't get to take the note or anything like that, apparently.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Nice of them to let us back in. Continue.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
Are you being serious? Somehow I doubt it. Continue.
You have created an ice bear sarcophagus.
Really? You think it's good work? I'm not sure I believe you. Behold, we have created an ice bear sarcophagus. That one!
Talk of the ice bear sarcophagus must not leave this room.
He nods gravely. I think this is a glorious achievement and people need to hear about it. We did our best with the means at our disposal. Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge. This isn't police work, Kim. It's art. We're artists, and this was our vision. Okay, let's think here. Kim is not proud of what we have done here because we stuffed a body in a fridge, and that's understandable. I want to say this.
If I were an artist, this would certainly not be my vision. I would be much, much more conservative in my work.
Okay, understood.
He's right. his work would be much more formal.
I suspect you're right.
At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Yes, but probably not today. It's getting pretty late, huh?
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Search the body one more time thoroughly. Perception. Even chances. Didn't establish probable cause. Refrigerate the body. Stop wasting time. You're smart. Bag him. Take him away. Let Lieutenant take the body away with further examination. Take the note from the door. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there. What's a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Okay, we've got the options. Also, we've got the dead man's boots are back on the table. Although that's not happening. Put skill points into empathy to open this white check. Empathy. It's empathy. Close the door for a moment. Close the door for a moment. All right. It's empathy, huh? If it's empathy, well, I can do that, of course. But if I want to do any better, I don't have any skill points. Did I spend my skill point on something? Right, I made another thought, didn't I? I did another thought. Oh, my chances aren't great on that one, though. Okay, all right. Let's see. The check for the body is perception. Do I have anything that's harming my perception right now? Let's see. Encyclopedia, Esprit de Corps. None of this seems to be affecting my perception at all. Nothing I have on me can affect my perception at all. That is deeply disappointing. Okay. Alright. Well, let me finish investigating the room real quick. What do we got here? An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. What's this over here? It's yellow rather than green. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Can I open the hidden doorway? I can go right into it. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Okay. There's something there. Well, look at this first. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. And this?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room. Look, there's a hole in the wall, shining light in the hidden compartment. I want to do that eventually, but let's look at the room first.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles.
He points up at the rifles on the
Must
ceiling.
be an old weapons cache.
I assume so, yeah, but they're not working at all. We're far too old. Okay, look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do look inside. No, you do the honors. Back off. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim. Inspect the rifles. Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Inspect them.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Well, this one looks nice. Take the rifle. I suppose I will.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
An old bell Maghreb from the Revolution is what he technically said. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Maybe.
He likes this find.
He does seem to, yes. Leave. Let's have a look at this rifle that I picked up. Okay, a broken Bell Maghreb from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. It's only worth $11.32. I suppose that's because it's so inoperable, perhaps? Is that something I can hold? Is that something I can... No, it's not a tool. It's not a tool, it's an item. It's just here. Okay, cool. But Kim likes it. So maybe I shouldn't just sell it? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look at that over there, please. Yes, that over there, I think. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Really? Can I use it? I would like some ice cream. No, probably not. What's this? Money, and also Nosafet. I shall have all those, thank you very much. And what's this here?
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Well, presumably we don't want to unlock the ice bear fridge since we just put the body in there, but the black one leads to the ice cream maker nearby, and we can't seem to use it, so I guess I could unplug the black one.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Indeed, continue.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's black. It's not like it's the red one because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. You know, I did it because I suspected that there would be something else I could plug in, I guess, or maybe I would have some use for the cable. It's a point-and-click adventure game, Kim, and it was a thing I could do. I mean, this is technically the reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
Okay, well, I could plug it back in if I felt like, but let's leave for now. Great. Why did I do that? Great question. What's this? Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Birds! I should bring one to guard. Insane mesh tank top. +1 drama. Give it. Insane mesh tank top. And this is stairs going up? Wow, this place is extensive. Okay, let's have a look at this. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put it in that drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. +1 drama. Clinically insane. I assume that it goes on instead of the white satin shirt, making me better at suggestion but worse at conceptualization, and also drama. Drama. Does it actually go on instead of it? Yes, it does. And yes, I still have the tie on over it. My goodness. Oh, my conceptualization is generally pretty good, though, right? What's my conceptualization at these days? +5 base. So it's been at +6. This makes my drama better. You know, lying. And this also makes my suggestion better, which has been at 0. Wasn't there something I could... Wasn't there a suggestion check that I had the opportunity to do at some point here? Apparently it's gone now. Oh, there it is. It was a net. Suggestion, a net medium. So theoretically, I would be better at making that check. But I would probably have to put skill points into it in order to be able to have the chance to do it. So that's probably not happening. Okay, maybe I should put that back on for now. I don't need much drama at the moment, thank you. Okay. Okay, so we unplugged the thing. I unplugged the thing. I shouldn't say we. Kim did not. Kim had nothing to do with it. Money. Give it. Thank you. What's this? A cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. Okay. Right. Stairs up over here. The embodied inspection still has to happen. There's 2 stairwells. Maybe I should take this one right now because I'm here? Maybe I should. Where does this go? Need to do something behind Lieutenant Kitzrug's back? Sneak out after he's gone to sleep. Oh! Well, look where the heck I am. Isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient? So I can just sort of get in here anytime I want now. I found the back door. Could I have actually gone in here at any time that I wanted? Probably not, right? Probably that's not that simple. Okay, but there were voices upstairs, right? Even Kim wanted to check that out. Most checks have difficulty modifiers, it said. And then it said some other stuff. But I couldn't read it because I didn't have time. All right, these stairs. Where do these stairs go? Okay, there's a shutter.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney.
Okay, continue.
This must be where the entity lives.
Yeah, in as much as it lives.
This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Well, I guess let's knock on it.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder.
Still nothing. No one's home.
Knock even harder. Ow. Oh, okay.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
Yeah, it seems like it does. Continue.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
I mean, that's an option, sure. I mean, I didn't do it, but that is an option. Leave. Great. All right. All right. Well, what's that? What's this? The floorboards creak. Okay. This is postcard, La Delta 51. Give it. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Cool. Thank you. That was the only thing up there, huh? Okay. What we got over here? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Someone's in here. I just put my flashlight through the wall and it got really dark. Okay, alright. So if we want to shout into the chimney downstairs, that is certainly something that is within my capacity to do. How did I get to where I was a minute ago? This is the way that I came. This is the way that I came. How did I... Oh, man. Oh, man, which way's the way to the basement? Which way was it? The door, this door. Okay. So now, we go here.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Let us yell hello into the furnace.
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak.
Well, okay. At least I tried. Kim, you got anything better than me?
A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you.
I mean, I suppose so.
The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there.
Right, but Kim is here. Kim?
Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
I did already.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
Maybe you're right. Okay, well, I can't do anything else here at the moment then, if that's the case. Alright. Well, seeing as I'm risking dying even doing anything down here, let's have another one of these. And now let's have a look at that body.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
42% chance is not great. Let's look at this other stuff first. Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Cool, thanks. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge or the decomposing body in it.
Is that genuinely why they have a bear fridge? Is because they were trying to sell bear-themed ice cream? Continue.
The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate. Even under this stench, you can feel it.
Gross, probably. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know.
Says the lieutenant.
What an unfortunate marketing choice.
Indeed.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
It surely did. Maybe I could unplug it later on to help out the current owner? You know, once the body's out of there.
Indeed. Refrigerated meat is much better for coroner's work.
Okay, so let me, real quick, have a look at these things I picked up. Interactable. Here we go. Handwritten note from the fridge. Interact. Inspect.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
All right.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Seemingly, yes. Read the note, please.
Someone has scribbled S I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
The off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid must be Kuno. Somewhere safe. Off-site copy. Oh, is that the cube I found? Oh, I bet you it is.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Huh. I wonder who wrote that note. Remind me again, what's a filament memory? Who is the illiterate ginger kid? Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? I mean, I already got the dang thing, but I wonder who wrote that note.
Someone who owns a radio computer? My guess is as good as yours, officer.
I suppose. You don't recognize the name, though, then, huh?
Which is to say, not very good.
At the moment, yes. Let's talk about filament memories.
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right?
That's just an
It's
assumption.
like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Okay, I probably listen to disco tapes.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
So is it not the one I found, then? Who's the little ginger kid? We both know.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
The lieutenant looks at you, a corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You mean Kuno? No idea at all. I'm not going to play the fool. Sorry, Kuno.
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
I mean, maybe. I might try to pawn it for room and board, if that's any better. I don't know. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
I did. Put the note away. Okay. All right, so perhaps I can go re-inspect said fridge, the one that I unplugged. Would that be the one? This one here?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Try to crack open the lid, please.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
Oh, see? Now, if I hadn't unplugged it, the ice would not be melting. So, yes, this is great.
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Are you sure?
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
I mean, yes, I know how that works, but my interfacing is trying to suggest to me that that's not going to do it, but continue.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in
I
your
know.
inventory.
I know.
From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
I'm not going to turn the ice cream crank because I'm guessing that the thing inside it is delicate, and so probably should not be disturbed in that fashion. Leave. All right. Well, the tutorial lady wants me to try it, but my motorics are telling me that it's pointless. I'm not sure who to believe, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. There we go. We got a pry bar. Now then.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Minus 20. Pry bar not strong enough. +2 machine unplugged, +1 better grip with gloves. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to hurt myself. Minus 20. The pry bar is not good enough. Got it. I'm worried about turning the ice cream crank. I'm worried that whatever is inside there, the off-site copy or whatever, is going to get damaged if I do, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. This is something I'm going to have to come back to. I need a better pry bar, huh? Better pry bar. Where would I even get a better pry bar, I wonder? Okay, well. All right. That pretty much only leaves one thing to do down here. Aside from using the radio computer, which I guess I could do before inspecting the body. Why don't I do that? My concern here is that... I have concerns. I have concerns. Let's just leave it at that. Let's go use the computer. I know the episode's getting kind of long. I'm sorry. The body's in the thing,
The
so it's
dusty
fine.
radio computer sleeps on its wired frame.
Yes.
Forgotten
Turning on the
and
machine.
unused. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Okay, well, let's have a look inside that compartment.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
Uh-huh.
The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
I'd imagine it would. Let's go ahead and insert the production schedule before we try and push any other buttons.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and press the blinking play key then.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Those are some words.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Let's hear it.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
Uh-huh. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. So it sounds like emergency dispatch?
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
I'm pretty sure this is a recording and that nobody's actually talking to me. What's the production schedule? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? What are you, a machine or are you alive? That's all for now. Press off silent. What are you, a machine or are you alive? Let's start with that.
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Continue.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
The lieutenant whispers into your ear. Yvonne, my partner, tells me that you are here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? Well, we shouldn't just blow... I mean, he whispered it for a reason, right? I don't have a password for you.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident.
Uh-huh. Continue.
As for me, well,
Some static,
I am
then.
sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
No kidding. Continue.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Ah, okay, continue. So Fortress Accident SCA is the name of the people who made this game over here. Gotcha, continue.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. And what's this? What's that, this interactive call-in radio game? Let's see if she can explain it.
Any other questions?
The static drowns her response. You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside? All right, thanks for the explanation. Yes. Yes.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes, I don't know. I swear I haven't touched anything. Yes, I did.
Good. Please repeat the password.
The password.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open this thing. I don't know the password. Let's see if she has a sense of humor first.
No.
Okay.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
I'm guessing the fact that it's the police is honestly not going to help in this case. I suspect they want us to get into their secret files just as little as they want anybody else to. But let's try it.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Right, probably not good.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air. Is it my birthday?
Still no.
Okay, just checking. I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
I'm sure you will. Thank you.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
I mean, sure. Let's go with that.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That is all for now. Press off / silent. Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
Let's try the print key.
Nothing happens.
Okay, just checking. All right. Let's remove the production schedule for now.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
All right, leave. How much experience? Whoops. Hey, Kim, what's up? Right, I can't talk to you that way. Hi.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exercise the curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? No time, let's move. Okay, so here's the thing. What it seems like to me is that they made this radio-powered game, right? And then their company folded. But the radio infrastructure still exists, so people are still calling in occasionally, at least just to try it out. And the voices that are being heard in the fireplace is that attempt. That's what it is. Okay, but I can't get in there just now. Okay. Someone tried to exercise the curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. A failed business. This one. It's this one.
Yes, that is the question.
Lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
I wonder if it's anything like mine. Go ahead.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Seems like it, yes. How were they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done this before? And this was a role-playing game? What do you think happened to the company? Wow, conclude. How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations.
Enough
None
of
of
the
the
fireplace.
players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Uh-huh.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Right.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Sure seems likely. Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Sure.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
Presumably no. Continue.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Well, they tried anyway, and they seem to have folded for it. And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway.
No doubt.
Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We World board game, with hit death thrown in.
He points to the chalkboard earlier. By the way, continue.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
It does sound kind of neat, but I don't have millions of reals, so what do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Presumably it's dead. Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets. The curse got them. I see no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep the company. Let's finish it. This would keep it. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it and make it even bigger.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
A half smile breaks out on his face. He says that thing he said, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Great. Hey, guess who just got a skill point by pursuing the side quest? That's right, it's me. I did it. Okay, so, at this point, theoretically, I could throw a point in empathy, and then I could try and have another look at the corpse in that fashion that I've tried twice so far and failed both times. And it would have to be the last, because I have to let Kim take the body. I have to. But I also have to do that other check. That other check, what kind of check was it? It was Perception. Perception. I don't have anything to increase my perception. As much as I'd like to. If I went and bought cigarettes, I could increase my intellect. If I went and bought alcohol, I could increase my... Was it psyche? Certainly wouldn't be Motorix. I have the ability to level up now. Okay. I need a better pry bar if I want to get into the freezer. Red checks can only be tried once. Yes, I know. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Alright. Quick save. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
I can do one final perception check of the body. One final empathy check, provided I put a skill point into empathy. And I can do that. I could also put it into perception, which would increase my odds, but not by that much. So I think we just try our luck on the perception, right? We just try our luck on the perception right now.
Your arm reaches out, and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
So I'm doing some gross stuff. Crawl up his nostrils, put your fingers in his mouth, squeeze his nose. Let's give him a good honk, first off.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess is even larger than your nose. Very porous, somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
That's horrifying. Okay, up the nostrils then.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Okay, well, let's leave that alone for a second.
You're not far. It'll come to you. Keep crawling.
Put your fingers in his mouth around that gross, gross tongue.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
Play with it. This feels right. Open your eyes and look. No, touch something else.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth.
In the back of the mouth?
Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth.
Horrifying.
Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
There is what?
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Continue.
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar. Say fuck. Say abrasion collar. Say fuck yeah. Touch it with your finger gently. Proceed. This one.
Abrasion collar.
The lieutenant looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper. Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem. Feel around first. Push deeper. Brainstem.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Oh no, not the reptilian complex. That guy's kind of alright.
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
His brain has been destroyed. Continue.
This is what he used to regulate his emotions with.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres. Push deeper. This one.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now,
Sorry.
reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
I'm going to destroy his head if I do this, but I have no choice. Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper
This is gross.
until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
What do I feel?
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
I feel a solid object right under the skull. Inspect the skull first. Interfacing, easy 9, fish it out. No, this is too much. Pull your hand out. I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
He searches his pockets for something. Inspect the skull first. Fish it out. Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
Uh-huh.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
The lieutenant leans closer. All right, let's get it out. If I roll a double 1, I fail, but otherwise I got this.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Whisper, I got it. Slowly pull your fingers out. All you need to do is just slowly pull your fingers out. It'll be evident if I got it, if I get it out. Let's just get it out. Let's just get it out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers.
As you pull out, also, was an important thing that was left out. It's okay. It's all right. Continue.
With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
He was shot in the inside of his mouth. Continue.
A bullet.
The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it? Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift. I'm pretty sure he's gonna need it. Do I want to have the bullet? Do I need to have the bullet for some reason? I found it. It's gross. It's really important to the case. Does it matter who holds it? You can have it, Lieutenant. I trust you more than my subconscious.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth.
He turns to his notebook.
High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
He underlines the injury forcefully. Sounds like heaven. Sounds about right. Say nothing, just nod. That one.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right. Agreed. I'm still not sure. Look at your hand quizzically. Goddamn right.
And one last thing.
Click, click.
We
what's
can
that?
now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
That's what we've been trying to prove the entire time. Treatment, the ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone. It was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Dead dabba doop doop. You think so? Agreed. Aren't we jumping to conclusions? Dead dabba doop doop.
Dead-a-dee dead dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought.
I thought that
There
too.
was no satisfying explanation.
I feel like I brought that up and you were like, no, it's fine. I feel like, but it's okay. I'm glad you agree with me, Kim.
There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Secret task complete. Find the bullet before you get fooled. Ha ha! Detectiving! Continue.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him? Who would do this? Why would anyone do this? I think I need to wash myself. Maybe the bullet holds more answers? Let's explore all the options.
To put him out of his misery?
He thinks.
It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily.
Yes.
I may be intellectually sloppy,
Are
but
you?
I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
It sure does. Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Just a little. Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
All the things that we're supposed to be finding out. I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I'm glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
New task. Wash off the death smell. Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
Continue.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
That's the idea. What happens next?
We put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. The body bag should contain the odor for the duration of the transport.
I sure hope so for your sake.
I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. No problem.
Okay, continue.
One more thing. This was really good work, detective.
Thank you. I got morale that I didn't need, but thanks anyway. Let's drag him to the Kanema. You're finished with the corpse. Try to remove the dead man's boots. We're not getting them. Close the door. Just a second. Just a second. Just one moment. Detective. All right, we're both detectives, right? We're both detectives. We are both detectives. I know that. Okay. I need empathy. Right now. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. It's good to have anyway. Level up. Okay. Accept changes in clothes. One last try, dead body. One last
The
try.
boy's eyes are still glowing red.
I put
It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
skill points into empathy. I did. I didn't save before I put points into empathy either. I needed to put 2 points into empathy? One's not enough? That's news to me. Flip. It's locked. And I can't get it open. I really wanted to know who he is, dead man, but not this time, apparently. Let's look at the bullet, and then we'll drag the corpse. Also, Kim wants to talk about something. What's up?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I mean, it is pretty late. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
I sure hope so, Kim. I sure hope so. Let's have a look at this bullet, though. Interact. Bullet. Evidence. Fractured bullet. Interact.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What do I do with you, Bullet? Field a bullet through the bag. The bullet has nothing more to say. Put it away. What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
Lieutenant stepped closer. I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea. I don't know. Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Yes, presumably.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
And my gloves.
You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
I noticed that when Kim loaded the gun. So this is an unusual type of bullet. Inspect it closer, please.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
All right, let's look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
Okay, what about the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter. Wow, I actually know this! Little self-reflection first?
Yes, it's as if you've seen bullets before, officer.
It is, isn't it?
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Right. Is it anything like the one that we found hidden in the secret area?
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Uh-huh.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating.
Yes.
We need to find the gun that shot it.
Hand-eye coordination, legendary. Try to determine what type of weapon shot this. +4, have a similar rifle on hand. +1, aware of the name of the antique rifle you found. +1, encyclopedia said this came from a breech loader. Interesting that I put it that way, but that is how I interact with my brain. 83%. It's retriable. Let's go for it.
A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Indeed. Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
It sounds like a very specific choice, doesn't it? Like someone was trying to make a very specific point by killing this particular person with this particular weapon. Continue.
Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Maybe. Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
I see. Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers.
Bangers?
You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
Apparently, yes. Continue. Lieutenant
What are you
Johnson's
thinking?
notebook.
Bullet?
I think I know where this came from, dangled the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Belmargrave rifle. I mean, I have some ideas, but I can't be sure. We'll go with... float my theory.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not? That's probably a good thing. Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen.
Oh, they're prohibited by law. Okay.
Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
I would certainly hope so.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Worth what? Getting shot? I think we should have more powerful guns. We're the law. Makes you consider every shot. I like it. That one.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
It's almost like you're making commentary about something, but I completely support what you're saying, so yes, do go on.
But back to the investigation.
Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters? Have well-armed jamrock bangers started crossing over into Martinez? Yes, something mysterious is afoot with this antique bullet type. Antiques enthusiast doesn't seem likely. Foreign guerrilla fighters. Probably not. It could be an antiques enthusiast. Someone who has a bone to pick over the revolution and how it turned out seems most likely. But I don't know if antiques enthusiast is the right word for that. Still, it's the closest that I can give in terms of an answer.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Right, okay. The bullet has nothing more to say. Put it away. Okay. All right. Wait, was there something else? Items? What's this? Did I get something new? Oh, the postcard. No, I already looked at the postcard. Was there something else? There wasn't. Okay. All right. Just checking. Okay. Well.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Here's the thing. If he's planning on bringing it by to processing tomorrow, then is there any point in dragging it to the Kinema right now? I don't feel like there is. I feel like there isn't. In which case, all there really is to do is go talk to Gart and see about my, bill. But here's the thing. It's nearly been 2 hours. And I have one last desperate hope that if I wait overnight, that it'll let me do that check one last time in the morning. But for right now, we gotta be done. So thank you for watching. Next time, I guess we're gonna see if we can get Gart to allow me to sleep in his place without the necessary money. I wonder if there's something I can give him for collateral or something like that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But in any case, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.